Hello, and thank you for watching. The easiest way that we date Philadelphia is just we mirror over 1500 BC, where the law and the oracles were given, over to 1500 AD. It mirrors over perfectly. That's the easiest way, like in a quick conversation, to just explain it. But there's other ways of doing it as well. And we'd like to look at some verses here. Psalms chapter 19, verse 1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun. Okay? It says the day utters speech, and the night shows knowledge. There's timelines there. It says their line is going out through all the earth. You got a line moving through the night, you got a line moving through the day. So what we're going to do is look at these timelines. There's two timelines there. The first one we're going to look at is the day timeline. We're going to go over to Mark. Mark chapter 13, verse 34, in reference to the Lord returning back. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or the cock crowing, or the morning. Lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. The Lord coming back is likened to nighttime. We're in the church age, and the church age is likened to nighttime. And that text said there's 4 watches there. And there's basically, the first one was evening, then midnight, cock crowing, and the morning. And so those 4 watches, if you divide that into a 2,000-year church history, you come up basically with 500 years per period. Now, we're concerned about the last watch, which is the morning watch. Okay? Over in 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 19, it says, we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto you do well that you take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts. That sure word of prophecy is like the day star arising in your heart. When does it arise? Okay? It arises when the sun's coming up. It's the morning watch. That's when it comes up. So in church history, that comes up in the last watch, okay, which is morning watch. The morning watch begins at 1500 AD, which also is simultaneous with Philadelphia. Okay, that's the second method that we just used. Okay? Now let's look at another method. Let's look at the day timeline. Now Jesus Christ was crucified on the 3rd hour. It got dark on the 6th hour, and he said it is finished on the 9th hour. If you divide 12 into 2,000 years, the day timeline runs 12 hours. If you divide 12 into 2,000-year church history, it comes up to 166 point something something. Okay? If you multiply that 166 point something something times the 9th hour, you come up with 1,500 AD. Exactly. Okay? So that's methodology number 3. Okay? So I'd like to look at that in a little bit more detail here. Okay? Because we want to find out when this Church of Philadelphia also ends. Okay? So let's go over to Matthew chapter 20, and we'll just start with verse 1. For the kingdom of heaven is like to a man that is a householder that went out early in the morning to hire laborers in his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into the vineyard. And he went out about the 3rd hour and saw others standing idle in the market. Okay? Verse 3 is the 3rd hour. We'll jump down to verse 5. Again, he went out about the 6th and 9th hour. Okay? And then verse 6, and about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle. Okay? Well, here's what's happened. Jesus Christ got crucified the 3rd hour. It got dark the 6th hour. And he said it is finished on the 9th hour. Okay? But the 11th hour, the householder goes out to hire more people. And notice he's hiring people that are standing around idle. Okay? That's a picture of Laodicea. Idleness, abundance of bread, that's Laodicea all the way. But there's a gap. The scriptures have a gap there between the 9th hour and the 11th hour. Well, if you divide 12 into 2000, you get 166 point something. If you multiply that times the 11th hour, you get 1833. Exactly. Philadelphia runs from 1500 AD to 1833 AD, an exact 333 years. It fits perfectly. And by the way, the church period before Philadelphia was Sardine, okay, or Sardis rather. And Sardis means red ones. Sardis was a time of martyrs. A lot of blood was shed. Well, from the 6th hour to the 9th hour, it got dark. It got dark. That's called the Dark Ages. That period before Philadelphia, when there's so much bloodshed going on, that's called the Dark Ages. Yeah. So anyway, we've showed you like 3 methods for determining where Philadelphia begins, and then we also showed you a method for showing where it ends. Jesus Christ said the Church of Philadelphia kept His word. That was the only period in church history that Jesus Christ said kept His word. It runs from 1500 AD to 1833 AD. Philadelphia church period produced the King James Bible. Okay, hope this has been a blessing to you for watching.